Genshin Impact, doing some daily quests and stuff. Not just doing some stuff, might be character building and stuff. I'm thinking of doing a video, not live stream, just recording a video and posting it on my YouTube channel, the story part of the stream. Oh shit, I just went to it.
Do you want some alone time to think?
Alright
then,
okay,
Paimon
I'll
won't
just do the
disturb
story
you.
then. I'll just do the story here then. Oh man, I just walked into it.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Why is she looking so sick? I mean, she's sick. The dance of Samzaru, it's that time already.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Okay, Paimon. The truth we should get to. No problemo. No problem. Okay. The truth we should get to.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
I always Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Space with human presence. A chemical divine result. People from Simuro do not dream. The Samzaru's festival, Samzara. Information on the Akasha. Archimedes divine divination result. The Sanzarum festival. Let me try that one.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
This is confusing us. The threat behind dreams. The truth behind dreams is missing. Information on the Akasha. The dream with no human presence.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
I see. I think that's it.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
It's complements the wisdom of the entire populace. And it's knowledge to the people. Akasha is a manifestation of God's of wisdom or Akasha operations require influences.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It is the manifestation of the God of... It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
That doesn't sound right.
It's great knowledge to the people.
And it grants knowledge to the people.
No.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Let me see. Okay.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
I need to carefully think things through.
No problem. I guess this time I'll just go.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Karma remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they do not intend to stop.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
A great sage speech. Abnormal mental fatigue. The samsaras. Festival samsara. The appearance and disappearance of space. The Akasha sounds. Oh fuck. I don't know.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
Try,
My mind feels exhausted even though I haven't done too much thinking.
try this.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Let me see the Akasha sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. That doesn't sound right.
Try this.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
That doesn't sound...
Yeah, do this. It's also special glue on it. This one.
That doesn't...
Oh man.
That doesn't...
Wait a minute. What am I to give them? This same one. Shit. Pause those things.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Man, there's some puzzles.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Check this.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
All of this. Oh man.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
You're Nahida. Illusions. The moon. Lies. I mean, she said she is the moon, so I'll go with this.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
Let me just check this out.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
Lies.
Now that I think about it, Wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
Man, I'll go with this.
So you noticed.
You're less a lot, Kusui. Nali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you, but this does not seem like a good time. I mean, this looks like
Yes,
a
those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why could you not simply tell us the truth? How do the sage manage to keep people from noticing this? About the side effect of mass-produced dreams? Why is a dream about the Zarus festival? I do not have any more questions.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Okay. About the side effect of the...
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Why is a dream about this?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Information on the Akasha. Dreams with no human presence, the great sage speech. The grand stage speech. Information on the Akasha.
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the NVIDIA forest, except these have no sign of human presence. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
Okay, I think that's what I'll go with.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
Why couldn't you simply tell us about the truth? Okay, I think we're done with
Deceiving the
this.
people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the academia do this behind their archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Oh, damn. I hope that's not a dream too.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Oh my god. How long are we going to keep repeating this dream? Oh.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where is Duyaza?
I'm afraid
Man.
that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Whoa. Okay. The way they use a consume. Oh fuck.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still...
It still means a lot to her. Like kind archon.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find a host.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Naringo! Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
I'm still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to...
Dunyarzad.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demonized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Man, but she's really going
I
like
was
that.
wondering,
Wow.
do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plans, they probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, Who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe Ferris, the knight of favor flowers. The one with the strange get up.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Let me go and do some daily quests. Okay, continue the story later.